So this is the exhaust of the engine. We're going to show you how to smooth the surface of the collector. We're going to use from the grinder one of the stones we bought, separate one, and we're going to use it to smoother the surface because it was really rusty, and it's a good idea to smoothen it or it's going to leak from here. So come on, show it to the people. Bye. It's a lot of work, but this is the best way to make it even on all the sides. We already done it on this one, and on this side too. We're going to put a new gaskets of the collectors, exhaust collectors. Sorry. This is the old gasket. We're going to change it, and we're going to clean the surface behind the gasket too, so the exhaust collector is sit on clean surface, and it's not going to have a chance for having a leak there. So this is a throttle body of the manifold. It's different than the E36. This is the part that goes the cable for the ASC. The E36 doesn't have this, so we're going to remove that. We have two ways to do it. Just put a hose here, 90 degrees hose, or to remove the throttle blade from here. It's held by two bolts. Hard to show on camera. There are two bolts here, and if you want to do it all the way, you can remove it from the top and put some metal piece here to clog it. The other two cables, this is for the throttle body itself. This cable is attached to the throttle pedal, and this is for the tempomat, the down. We're not going to use the tempomat, just going to let it here. It doesn't make us trouble, so we're going to use only this cable for the throttle itself. So I think we're going to put this one here in place, just going to remove the plate and going to use the OEM plastic hose. Because it's going to look nicer. I don't want to put silicone tubes. I don't like the look of them. So just going to remove the plate. The other thing that we have a problem with is the mounting of the engine. This is the right. Отляво или отдясно това? From the left side. This is the mounting for the left side. From real OEM, it says every bracket is the same for 6-cylinder engines. This is from M52B28 2-liter petrol engine, and when I put it here, the right down bolt doesn't go to the hole, so we take a drill bit and make a little enlargement, like you can see, so the 4 bolts can be attached to the block of the engine. So it's not a big of a job, but actually with 3 bolts is going to be okay too, but we want to use 4 of them. So this is the thing we made, just a little enlargement. And what else? We remove the manifold. We're going to install put the new installation. We put the new gasket here. And this is all for now. This is the new oil pan. So we decided to remove the oil separator of the manifold. Just to check it, this is what we found inside. It's normal, it's every time it's going to look dirty. And this is the diaphragm of the separator, and like you can see, it has some damage on it. So we're on a way of changing the separator or just bypass it. So I think we're going to bypass it, it's going to be better. We're just going to buy a catch tank for this hole that goes to the valve cover. This between is here. So we're going to take a catch can for here. We're going to poke the manifold from below, and I think this is the best way to do it, so not to have a further problem with that. So this is the oil pans of the engine. This is the original one that we bought with the engine. This is from the 7 series, the E38, and this is for the E36. This is the tube pans. Like you can see the difference. The oil stick of the 7 series is here, and from the 3rd series from behind, where it sits. So it's going to sit here, somewhere here. On the 7 series is around here. So this is one of the differences, and of course the oil pickup tube is going to be for here, and like you can see on the 7 series is going on the other side. So you need to take the oil pickup tube from E36. The 7 series tube is not going to work for you. And just a second. Like you can see, we made some welding on the steel here. We made a bracket for the tube, so we don't have any vibrations here. So maybe you can do it without the bracket, but we decided to do it on the safety side, safety third. I will show you the 7 series tube. Къде оставихме? На седмицата.
Сондата. Долу на земята гледахме на време.
Okay. This is the tube from the 7 series. Like you can see, it's really short. It's sitting something like that, and you can see the difference. If you let it, it's going to hit the oil pan of the E36. So there is no way to leave the oil tube of the 7 series. You need to take from E36 6-cylinder. And it's a really good idea. I think it's not so hard to put a bracket. And we made our gasket for here, like you can see. And the dipsticks, this is for E36, this is for E38. Like you can see the differences are this tube for the oil gases, the CCV system. We're going to bypass the CCV, so we don't need that pipe anymore. We're going to use this oil dipstick and leave it like that. So this is the fan from the E36. This is the fan from E38. This is the difference between them. And this is the fan shroud from E36 again, 6-cylinder. They sent us with minor damage. Here is broke, but it's going to do the job. So this is how it looks with the E36 fan, and this is how it looks with. It fits, but still the blades are too aggressive and going to maybe hit here on the fan shroud. So I guess this is why it's not going to work for us. I'll show you on the like you can see the difference. The installation came, this is from the E38 and this is for the E36, but they do some job on it. Like you can see, it's from automatic car again. It has for both ECUs. Two plugs for the body. Like you can see, with the white ring is for the automatic, so we're not going to need this. And with the black ring is for the engine, I think. The relays. And the main problem of this installation is one of these plugs should go on the other side, on the right side, passenger side. So we're going to move the wiring from here and plug them through on the other side. This is the diagnostic plug. It should be again on the right side. On the 4th cylinders it's on the left, but on the 6th cylinder it's on the right. This is the plug for the coils, the injectors, and the difference between the installation of M50 and M52 is the easy you can find it on. It's from here on the wiring for the injectors. There are two plugs like those. It's round. On the M50 this is flat all the way. There is no plugs for the oxygen sensors. So if you are wondering what installation you have, because one seller sent us M50 installation and it doesn't have those plugs, and we sent it back and finally we got this. Once again it's rewired, and this is not OEM, but we're going to figure it out. But you can't see clearly. I don't have M50 installation right now, but on the M50 there is no plugs here. This is what else? Okay. This is the plug for the automatic gear again. We're not going to need that. Some supplies to the alternator starter. And this is the difference. The E38 have different plastic here, different routing for the wiring. Once again, the injector line, wiring line has two plugs for the oxygen sensors. This is the support for the compressor, the air conditioning compressor from the E38. Like you can see there, 3 bolts supporting the compressor. On E36 there are 4, 2 here and 2 here. So we bought a new support for 4 bolts and new compressor. Right now we put compressor from E34. I think it's going to do the job. I think it's almost the same like the E36. We already installed the support with the 4 holes. I think I didn't miss anything. We installed the brackets for the mountings, the flywheel. We put the bearing inside the crankshaft. There is a notch that you need to beat the bearing inside. There is a stop notch there where it needs to hit. We tightened the bolts to around 120 Newton meters.